Hello, this is Michael Ewer, and I'd like to invite you to the Michael Ewer Show, featuring student hosts and very special guests talking about a variety of interesting topics. You can find us on the Eagle Stream YouTube channel.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Michael Ewer Show. Today we'll be having some discussions about student success stories at Wake Tech. But before we go into any of that, I'd like to play a Care Center video from Wake Tech. So Jerry, if you could put that on.
The Care Center is here to provide wraparound services for our students for when out-of-the-classroom challenges arise. I'm Mike Coleman, Dean of Student Engagement and Impact here at Wake Tech.
My name is Magdalene Christ, and I'm a student at Wake Tech in the Associate of Science program. The Care Center at Wake Tech has been a great hub for resources
such as food, success coaching, technology support, brief mental health counseling, emergency financial assistance, and transportation assistance.
I've gotten a lot of great help with questions and just navigating Wake Tech. If I'm ever having a tough day or a tough time in class, the student success coaches are always there to help me whenever I need it.
Students can connect with us by visiting one of our locations, online at our website, or by email.
So to my fellow students, if you ever need help with anything, the Care Center is your one-stop shop, and I highly recommend.
And most importantly, we are here to support our students and make sure that they soar.
Okay, so my name is Taj Hewitt. I'll be the host for today alongside Damien Johnson and Marjorie.
Hello, everyone.
Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll get straight into it. So first of all, I just want to say, again, my name is Taj Hewitt. This is my last semester at Wake Tech. I've been the host for a while, as all of you should know by now. And I'm just going to get straight into the success stories. So, Marjorie, you want to start us off with that? Tell us about some good experiences you've had at Wake Tech.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Marjorie. I am a first-year student at Wake Tech. This is my second semester, and I am an international student. So doing an associate in engineering, I started out pretty well, and I have great classes, I have great professors, and there are so many services that we get here. And I'm also part of a lot of things like National Society for Black Engineers. I am there, I'm a secretary, and I'm also part of the Wake Tech Honors Program. So just get a good GPA and you get that. People will look for you if you do well. So, and right now I'm also aspiring to be part of the SGA. So vote for me, guys.
No, that's great. SGA, I can definitely recommend it. And I'm sure continue doing what you're doing and you'll find it a lot easier for you to make it into a 4-year university,
Yeah.
Right. So as well, today we also have Kevin Wang and Athena Wang, who are not related, I think. Right. So I'll start with Kevin. Kevin, could you just tell us some good experiences that you've had at Wake Tech?
Sure. My name is Kevin Wang. I'm an engineering student here as well. I'm getting my associates in science and hoping to transfer to NC State in this fall. Some successes that I've had here at Wake Tech are, I left my first college. I wasn't really a student that cared about school when I first attended, and I essentially withdrew without withdrawing. So I got like all Fs, but now I have a 4.0 so far after 3 semesters here at Wake Tech. The ILC tutors have been great for me. My teachers have been great. I have friends on campus, and I even performed at an event here at Wake Tech. So I've had a good time.
Yeah, I like how you say you perform, because a lot of people may not think that Wake Tech has things that students can perform in, but Wake Tech does. That was Wake Tech Idol, right, Kevin?
There was Wake Tech Idol as well as storytelling through hip hop. So There's a lot of events that go on here.
Right. Well, thank you for that, Kev. Athena, you want to share some of your Wake Tech experiences?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Athena, and I'm originally from China, and I immigrated here like 7 years ago. And this is my fourth year at Wake Tech. Before Wake Tech, I was twice entrepreneur, and came to Wake Tech. I started with a AA degree that focused on philosophy and economics, and after that, I started an AS degree that's mathematics and astrophysics based, and now I'm in an AE degree, which is engineering degree, and focus on machine learning and information science. And I just get accepted into Columbia University after 4 years hard work in Wake Tech. I use all the resources here, and the reason I'm invited here is because of the CC High Altitude Balloon, and I'm the co-lead in the team with Dia. She's gonna be speak to you guys later on, and she's a guest here too. And that's the reason I'm being here. And I have a lot resources, experience I would like to share with you guys if you are ambitious student, you want to go Ivy League school.
All right. Thank you for that, Athena. And I think there's a common theme among all of us talking about the amount of resources that Wake Tech has.
Yeah.
And I just want to highlight that a bit because, I feel like if you utilize Wake Tech's resources, then it's very easy to be successful at Wake Tech. But anyways,
Indeed.
You want to share some experiences that you've had?
That I've had, sure. Yeah, I can talk about some of the things that's happened to me since I've been here. It's been so much, and I've only been here for about 2 semesters or so. But I have gotten my first internship, which is what you guys will see later on. It's called the START Internship. I've been working on it for the last few months right now, and it has just been the most amazing thing. But I can contribute a lot of my success to START and a lot of my success in class to, like everybody else is saying, all these resources that we have at Wake Tech, especially the ILC, STEM Center, stuff like that. Going to those and utilizing them has really made me be able to reach out and even be a co-host on here, stuff like that. You just kind of meet people and doors open for you at Wake Tech, and it's always open. So I feel like anything's possible here. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And in light of all of that, I mean, what we're going to move to next is just playing a video highlighting Wake Tech's Associate in Engineering program.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's a very popular program at Wake Tech, and I feel like a lot of people need to be more informed about what exactly the program is. So, Jerry?
It's no surprise that many leaders start their careers in engineering. Engineers are curious, creative, and methodical. They're problem solvers and thinkers, and they work in biotechnology, construction, and everything in between. With an associate in engineering degree from Wake Tech, you're on your way to a career in engineering, computer science, or other professional fields that count on a strong background in math and science. Our program is designed to be a practical start for students who are interested in furthering their education at one of the many four-year universities in North Carolina and beyond. We've developed advising tools that are personalized and specific, so you can develop a plan that takes you from aspiration to achievement. With on-campus, online, and hybrid programs available, it's never been easier to discover your future at Wake Tech.
And that was the Associate in Engineering program from Wake Tech. If there's any students that are aspiring to come to Wake Tech and you feel like the Associate in Engineering is for you, then I hope that video helped. But we are going to be bringing in some more people now. And unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to Marjorie. So, thank you, Marjorie.
I would say thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming, telling us your success stories and such. It was great listening to you guys. And we wish you plenty more success along the way.
Thank you so much for hosting us.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get.
All right.
All right, cool. But success and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't been here for long, but I feel like so much has just kind of happened to me, other than just that internship. It's like there's some things that I want to do over the summer as well. And I think I can only do that by, obviously being at Wake Tech and utilizing even the teachers. They're great. Always having them.
Definitely. I remember in my first semester, I was at actually it was my second semester, but I was at a conference and they spoke about taking opportunities. Like you never know what opportunity will lead to a next.
Awesome.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi guys, how are y'all?
Hey, good. How are you all?
Good, good. Thank you. Are we waiting for a few more, or I think this will be good, right? No? Okay, cool. Yep. Hi, Austin.
Right. Damien?
Yeah, I guess, well, while we sit here, you guys can go ahead and tell us about some of the success stories that you had. Any, success that you've had at Wake Tech, things that you have moved forward. Let's start off with Glory.
Hi, my name is Glory, and I'm a first-year student here at Wake Tech, and I'm majoring in computer science. A recent success that I've had during my last 2 semesters would be starting my own peer-led study group for my math class. I know that a lot of people on Wake Tech's campus just want to kind of like go to class and go home, but I realized that I really just craved that human connection, and I knew that by starting that study group, I would have that. And not only I wanted not only that human connection, but I also wanted to, I guess, utilize that study group to use it as a study group and improve my grades. And that has actually happened. Not only myself, but also my peers in the study group. We have received like significantly higher test scores than the first math test that we took before the study group was established. Another one of my successes here at Wake Tech has been being a part of the START Internship program. And in my first semester, I actually was able to present my research to the director of the National Science Foundation, Dr. Setherman, as well as North Carolina Congresswoman Deborah Ross. So there really is no limit to what you can do here at Wake Tech, even if you're just a first semester student.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that sounds amazing. It sounds like with collaboration and such, you can definitely get a lot more accomplished. And I think that's something people know inertly, but they don't really capitalize on. And I'm glad that you're capitalizing on it and, showing that to other people. So thank you, Glory.
Glory, I actually have a question for Glory. You said it's your first year, right?
Yes.
You did the START program in last semester?
Yes, my first semester.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's impressive. I'll ask you questions later. That's impressive. But yeah, Dia, go ahead.
So hey everyone, I am Dia Bhavsar, and I am doing Associates in Engineering and Associates in Science here at Wake Tech. This is my last semester, and I'm planning to transfer to a 4-year university to get my bachelor's in computer science. So I was co-lead along with Athena, who we all just talked to, of Team Volant, participating in this year's Altitude Balloon competition sponsored and organized by North Carolina Space Grant. So for the project, we had to travel to Hickory, and I just want to say that Wake Tech has been so resourceful for like helping us for the project as well as school.
Wow. Well, you guys heard it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see, I guess, what else we'll have. Taj, Taj, I don't think you've actually spoken. What about your success stories?
We'll talk about that later, but I have some more questions for Dia. You said you worked alongside Athena, so I mean, how was that?
It was.
Yeah,
sorry.
I just wanted to say, was there any difficulties? I mean, I know she's from China and you're from India, I presume. So was there any difficulties with language barrier, or maybe I don't know how you guys operated?
So I just want to start with saying that Athena is a very dedicated person, and she took over the co-lead position for our team, and she was handling the non-tech part, as in like the outreach and stuff, and I was handling the technical part. And we did not really have any language barriers, as we always communicated efficiently.
Good.
In terms of, I guess, like technical barriers, did you really encounter a lot? Like, tell us like the engineering perspective of this whole thing, because I'm sure that's what people who are going to want to join and doing this stuff, they're going to want to know like how it really works day to day.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we had our team with everyone in charge of different technical things. I was in charge of getting the radios, the GPS transmitters and trackers along with having a cut down mechanism for our payload. And in technical terms, everyone has been really supportive and everyone has worked very hard. We were fortunate to have such a good team of students from Wake Tech who have always worked really hard for the team. And also, I want to mention that the professors from Wake Tech have also been very helpful whenever we needed them, especially for the project for technical difficulties.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thea.
Thank you.
Hopefully people actually end up getting into that. Make sure you guys drop questions in the comment as well. And we should have some new guests joining us pretty soon. But Glory, while you're still here, I would like to ask you really quickly, how did you manage to do that your first semester? Was that you have the same question, right? How did you manage to do that in your first semester?
Well, before, like, when I was, like, applying for Wake Tech, I was kind of snooping around, like, the website looking for opportunities. And I saw that, like, I'd already know in the back of my mind that a lot of people don't really take advantage of the opportunities that are offered here at Wake Tech. So I saw the START internship page and I looked through and I was like, this is something that could really be a useful experience for me. And there, I saw that there was no like GPA requirement. There was no, I guess, year requirement or semester requirement.
Really
and I was
open.
like, you know what? Let's take a shot at it. And I got accepted. And I think I think freshman year, like that first semester, is really just a semester in which, I mean, of course, it depends on like what classes you're taking, but I knew for me at least, it would have like, I guess, the least amount of pressure in terms of trying to balance school and work and other obligations. So I was like, I can really hone in and decide if undergraduate research is right for me at this particular time. And it was.
That's great. Wow. Well, I think that's a big lesson for everybody, because what a lot of people probably don't even know right now is that Wake Tech has some scholarships that are going out that you can apply for. And as you said, you already know that people don't usually take all the opportunities that we have here. So make sure you guys are always out there looking and swiping up what's being given and put on the plates. But thank you guys so much for coming. We have some more success stories to tell pretty soon, once we get our next guest in here. But thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Great talking to you.
Of course. And we should have possibly another Ignite video as well, but that may be after or before.
Yeah. All right. Should be getting the new people now. We should be having Austin Medlin and Daniel Murray coming in. Here you go.
Hi, guys.
Also Luke.
And Luke, yep.
And Kevin. Hey, Kev.
Cool, full house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to start with? I guess we can go from, for me, it's top to right. So let's go with Daniel. You want to tell us some about your success stories, man, that you've had here with you?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Great. So my name is Daniel. So I'm a student veteran, and I'm over here from the Marine Corps. And I'm set to graduate here and transfer to UNCW this fall with my Associate of Arts, and I'm going to study filmmaking and business there. So within Wake Tech, I've been working as a work study at the ILC, and I think I owe them a lot of my success because I've been able to use their resources. Basically, I've had their resources at my fingertips. So that's helped me maintain my 4.0 GPA and be able to also put myself out there, because I'm helping all these students that are coming in through the ILC, and I can kind of talk to them, give them my own advice.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. My first semester first year, I would say, actually, I used the ILC a lot because it just made so much sense. I was kind of confused with my classes. I mean, I came from Jamaica, so I had to adjust to the school system. So I feel like the ILC, like you said, Daniel, really helped a lot.
Yeah, and I completely agree. Like it's one of the main reasons for how you can maintain your grade, even when the classes are getting really difficult. Don't be afraid to, go to office hours, spend a little bit extra time in there, and it's going to pay off. And I think you're a great example of that, Daniel. So thank you. Looks like Austin's outside. Austin, would you like to go ahead?
Sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Nice background.
So my name is Austin. I've been at Wake Tech for 2 full years now. I'm double majoring in the Associates of Science and the Associates of Arts to transfer to NC State, to double major in mathematics and statistics to become an actuary when I grow up. Through this process, I have been members of the Pi Theta Kappa Society, the National Success and Leadership Society, the Honors Program, the Sigma Alpha Delta Society, and I'm also part of the SGA as the senator for Wake Tech Community College. Through this, I also balance my farm life with my school life because I live on the farm, and my family has a corn maze type business, kind of like Hill Ridge Farms. We have an 8-acre corn maze with 5 acres of pumpkins that we open during the September and October of every year for the public for them to enjoy.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, man. I actually have a question for you. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of those societies that you're in, some of the organizations, and just let you guys know that all the links and places that we mentioned will be dropped in the chat. So make sure you guys are still checking those out. But yeah, just I guess about the first society that you had mentioned.
Yeah, for sure. The first society I mentioned was the Pi Theta Kappa Society, and that was a society recognizing my academics standards, like the GPA, the high GPA. The next is the National Success and Leadership Society that I'm actually wearing a shirt right now. This is the logo for it. That society helps me increase my leadership skills and role skills for future projects, future presentations, future speeches throughout my college career and even in the workforce. I also am in the Honors Program, which also recognizes the high GPA requirements and helps us get more in depth within our classes to get the honors credit. We have to do an honors project with one of our classes that's a transferable credit. So, yeah. And then the Sigma Alpha Delta Society is like an English honors society. So we focus on the English aspect of schooling, and we also do tutoring for like lower level schools, like middle schools and high schools, like that.
Awesome.
And
yeah, thank you so much, Austin. We appreciate it.
So many things, Austin, as I know. But yeah, I'm sure when you go to state, you'll do more big things. But Luke, you want to share some of your experiences?
All right, hi. So my name is Luke, and I'm a first-year student planning on transferring to NC State for engineering. And over first semester, I participated in the Wake Tech men's soccer team, and I did. I took my favorite memory was doing an intro to engineering. We did a nice egg drop project, which was really fun, working with the group. And then I made sure, I used the ILC a couple times for almost every one of my English essays. You have to use it. It was a huge help. I definitely saved my grade because of it. And I also earned a spot on the president's list for first semester. And then this second semester, I started the chess club with my guidance counselor, my success coach, Mr. Yuri. He's been a huge help. He's been great. And then I'm just submitting my applications, and right now I'm waiting for the responses.
Yeah, wow. Excellent.
Lots of things getting done, lots of accomplishments. It seems like you're utilizing what's being given to you for sure.
Yeah, I've loved all my teachers as well. They've been great.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, for sure.
And I love the theme that keeps recurring during this entire show of everyone keep reiterating the amount of resources that Wake Tech has. It's good that we have so many people actually using them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kevin, how are you, man?
Doing great. Thank you for having me. My name is Kevin de Sevilla, for those of you who don't know me. and I'm going for my associates in science, and I'm planning to transfer to NC State for microbiology. And I guess the biggest thing that has helped me out here in my journey at Wake Tech has probably been the START program. And I know some of y'all may be familiar with the START program. Glory just talked about it, and I know Damien, you're in it as well. But the START program for me is like the life change, my biggest life changer for me. When I first started at Wake Tech, it was in the middle of the pandemic during 2020. When the pandemic hit, everything kind of went downhill. And at that moment, I thought I was going to go to Notre Dame for political science. But then, because everything was going downhill, my mental health kind of went downhill, and I just was lost and chose not to go. And I ended up coming here to Wake Tech to try to figure out what I wanted to do. And at first, I'll be honest, I struggled because everything was online. We had a lack of hands-on experience, a lack of face-to-face interaction. I just wasn't liking my experience. But shout out to my old engineering professor, Professor Noel, who told me to go out there and to start looking for shadowings, job shadowing opportunities and internships. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have found this START internship. And honestly, the START internship has been life-changing because I went from someone who was really doubting himself, who was on the verge of dropping out. And, for me, I'm a first-generation college student. All I've known my entire life is kind of just construction and dry cleaning. So a career in STEM has been really, really intimidating to try to tackle on my own. But the START program has just made it so easy to get started in. And it's a big part to my mentor, Dr. Nunes, and I guess the director of the program, Dr. Swanik, and they've just been able to make everything fluid because I was just lost, but I went from being lost to knowing where do I want to go, knowing what I want to do, and knowing how I'm going to get there. And that's just something that has been incredible. And, that's just my story, but I know there's many more people out there who have been able to go out there and put themselves out there and being able to find themselves through this program. I mean, Glory's like, I'll give an example. Damien, you're here. I know some of y'all may have heard of Kennedy Williams, who has been very invested in the START program as long as the Wakes invest for women. I mean, it's just I think that's just a prime example of how much START has been uplifting its interns, not just me, but all of its interns in general. But yeah.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback, sorry, I muted myself, but to go off what you said, it's a completely great opportunity for sure. What you guys just saw was the START and the START showcase. It's coming up. It's called the START Symposium, where we basically go and we'll have an entire presentation museum that you can kind of walk through. It's going to be really awesome. I'm going to be presenting my research, so you guys might see me there. Kevin, you'll also be presenting your research, so you'll see him there too. But and Marjorie possibly. But we're going to be having a huge walkthrough of basically everybody, all the things that we did. I specifically worked on Polaroid films, dichroic materials, and polarization. But I'm sure Kevin, what did you work on?
I'm currently an ambassador, but back when I was an intern, it was back in fall of 2021. So it was actually before we started getting paid. So I've been there for a while, but when I first started, I was looking for an affordable alternative antibiotic powder by using antimicrobial discs. And I know that's a lot of jargon, but to simplify what that is, the school has these pill-sized bottles of antibiotic powder, and it's, really expensive. It has a short shelf life for the amount that we use. And, we only use like a quarter, so it's not really cost efficient. So, my project was finding affordable alternative, and the affordable alternative we came up with along with my mentor was antimicrobial discs. And basically what that is a tiny piece of paper, probably the size of that whole, it's really small. If y'all put y'all's fingers together, y'all can see it. But yeah, basically that little tiny piece of paper has medicine infused in it, and my project concentrated on a reliable way of extracting that medicine and measuring how much we extracted, so we could use it in real world assays, and to make, I guess, antibiotic resistance awareness more accessible, because antibiotics are expensive in general. So being able to make it more affordable at labs, and not just labs where interns work at, but also labs where students are at. And I guess education wise, it's a big privilege that I was able to have, and it was an honor being able to work on that project because I've learned a lot about myself.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kevin. I think I can definitely agree with you on everything. Well, we're just about to reach the end of our show. I guess, are there any closing statements that any of you guys would like to that you guys would like to end up saying?
I'm a START ambassador, so I'm out here, and everyone. I would encourage y'all to to look into the START program and consider applying. The website pretty much does everything that we have, from geology to microbiology to data analysis. We have a lot of internships available. We have a lot of spots available, and the application is meant so that we can get as many people as possible to apply, because we want everyone to have a chance to be able to experience this and be able to, witness STEM for what it really is, not just what it is in the books. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure, I'll add one more thing. I just my one advice to anybody would just to use your resources. The ILC, the Real Center, basically got me with the grades I have today. So super thankful for that. But yeah, anywhere you go, just use your resources and you'll be successful. There's no shame in getting help.
100%. Thank you.
And right before we close, we are going to play a short clip from Wake Tech Ignite that I was a part of. So, Jerry, you could go ahead when you're ready. There you go. That was just a short clip from an event that happened early in March. And I was a part of it, so I'm thankful for that. So, but unfortunately, we are coming to an end of this show. I thank everyone that came on today, everyone that came and left. Like I said again, if you guys have anything else to say, now's the time to say it.
I mean, I would just say, like everybody else has been saying, man, use your resources. There's too much out there. There's too many opportunities, too many doors being held open for us right now. I think anybody who wants it can definitely go get it. And it's going to be intimidating at first. It always is. But we brought these people up here to show us that we went through intimidating doors and we came out fine, and that we had some great successes for it. So it's definitely worth it. But we want to thank the Engineering Care team and, of course, the DEI Council for sponsoring today's video and, of course, our entire show. But other than that, there's no more closing statements. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the chat. But other than that, thank you all for being here so much.